Hello friends, this is Dr. Neeta and I welcome you all to our goal setting workshop. Today's topic is decision making and goal setting. So throughout this discussion, we are talking about decision making. Decision making. A decision is one when there are different things you can do and you pick one of them. You make lots of decisions every day. Some decisions are easy, like what to eat in breakfast, what to wear today. But there are some decisions which actually we feel difficult, like choosing a major one, like choosing career, which career needs to choose, which business we needs to choose, which education we should take. All these kind of decisions which actually going to impact us throughout our lives. That are difficult decision: whom to marry, how to decide where to stay, taking house. All these kind of things are actually difficult decisions that may take some time, and we need to actually go through a proper procedure wherein we should understand how exactly take better decision. Now in this presentation we are going to take a very simple decision, and based on that example actually you'll understand the basics of decision making. Like there are some difficult decision like choosing good friends, changing a in every situation you have to search for who, what, where, when, how and why. How to make right decision, whether we should go for left or whether we should go for right. So whichever is right for me, that I need to find out. So that process is called as better decision making process. So let's begin to understand how to make right decisions. Now we'll consider one example over here. One girl, Amy, she really wants a new cell. Now unfortunately, the one she wants that cost rupees 15,000 and she has only 10,000 right now. She wonders how she will get the rest of money. Now this is what is one situation wherein Amy is having 10,000 rupees. She liked the phone which cost 15,000 rupees. Now she had to actually come to the conclusion what she needs to do. So let's begin with the process and help Amy to actually choose better decision. So first step, what she should do is first she should get relaxed. So take a deep breath in and let all the air out. Now within this step one, the first thing Amy should do is she needs to relax first. That is how actually she has to calm her mind and she has to stable her mind, because the confused mind can't take right decision. So firstly mind needs to be stable. If the mind is unstable, in that case of course you are get confused and frustrated because you can't choose one of the option, and it may happen within that situation you may take wrong decision. So firstly whenever you are going for any type of decision making process, the first step is you need to relax yourself, you have to calm down yourself, you need to make your mind stable. Then and then only you have to go for the procedure of decision making. Otherwise if your mind is not stable, you can't take proper decision. Now step number 2, say something positive. I can do this, I can deal with this, I think I can. So this gives you confidence and makes you feel good about yourself. So whenever there are situations wherein we are in dilemma, okay, we should go right or left, what to do, what to choose, or if someone else is included within that decision, so now what will happen, everything. So firstly believe yourself, give yourself that complete responsibility that yes you can do it, and whatever decision you will take, that will be right decision and it will be for the betterment of everyone. So first give yourself that confidence, that inner feeling that you can do it, and it's easy for you, it's not a difficult process for you. So give that confidence, that confidence will give you inner strength, and based on that inner strength actually you can take right decision. So this is step number 2, wherein you have to say something positive and give yourself that power of energy, that strength, inner capacity. Now within this step, say something positive. Now it's time to for Amy to give herself confidence. Step 3, identify the problem. Take a look. Try to search out actual problem. This is what is step 3 is. So now in our case, what Amy needs to do is, Amy does not have enough money to buy the phone. That is what is her problem. So whatever situation we are having, we have just searched out the problem. So what was the problem? She liked the phone of 15,000 rupees. She is having 10,000 rupees. So lack of money is the problem. Okay, what is step number 4? What are your choices? Think of all possible solutions. Of Amy, what choices she is having? Come to list of possible solutions. So first, save her money until she's had got enough money, borrow money from her parents or friends, and buy a cheaper phone. So she is having three different choices. Either she can wait until she got that 15,000 rupees, so again 5,000, whatever she likes, she need to wait to earn 5,000 rupees, and then she buy whatever phone she like, and she can fulfill her desire. Second thing is, she may ask money to others, maybe her friends or colleagues or parents. That is what is second option. And the third option is, she has to compromise. If she don't have that much money, she has to choose another option, which is the lower price option, and she may not get that phone which she wants, but yeah, she needs to compromise because she don't have that much money, she can't afford that right now. So these are the three different solutions or choices in this decision making process Amy is having. Now next step. Step 5 is, consider the consequences of your solutions. List both the negative and positive consequences. Now in the previous slide we have seen there were three choices. Now what is the next step is, within that three choices we have to find out the positive and negative of each choice. Means first choice, what will be the positive impact of this, what will be the negative impact of this, and for each and every choice we have to go find out the positives and negative sides of each choice. That is what is fifth stage. So what is the case of Amy in step number 5, wherein we have to consider the different consequences, solutions. So first is right or wrong. So now first choice, save her money until she has got enough money. What will be the positive impact of this? She'll feel proud about her accomplishments. She'll get the phone she really wants. Both are from her point of view best solutions, because one, she has earned that money by herself, so that is her own accomplishment. She don't have to borrow someone else, so she will feel proud about it. And of course her choice was that phone, and she has got the phone which she wants, so both are in her favor. What is the negative impact of this? She has to wait. The only thing is, she has to wait. Right now she can't buy the phone, so she has to manage without that phone for a few more days. That is what is the only negative impact of this particular choice. Now moving on to the next choice. So what is the next choice was, borrow money from her parents or friends or colleagues. So what is the positive impact of this? Amy will get the phone right away. Abhi mil jayega phone. Then what is the negative impact of this? She won't feel independent. Friends or parents might say no to her. Okay, if she is approaching for asking money to them, they may say no directly. They may say, oh, we can't give you money, or friend may say we don't have money. So that is another problem. But in that case again, she has to actually come down. She has to ask herself, going actually beyond her limits, and she is borrowing, so which she may in her back of mind, she may not feel very comfortable. So these are the positive and negative impacts of considering the second choice. Now considering third choice, wherein she can actually buy a cheaper phone. So what is the positive impact of this? Amy will get the phone right away. And what is the negative impact of this? Amy won't get phone. The phone she really wants. So she like 15,000 phone, and she has to compromise and buy 10,000 phone. Okay, her work will not stop. She will get the phone right away. But the phone is of not her choice. she's not happy to get that phone, even though she had buy new phone. But right now her choice was not that phone, so she may not be very happy, she may not feel very comfortable with that phone because she has compromised while taking the decision. So these are the positives and negative of third choice. Now sixth step, what is important to you. Now in our case, if it is important to you, you will find a way. Firstly, we need to find out in this three different choices, whatever positive things are important for me. So for Amy's case, getting the phone she really wants is the first thing, or getting the phone right away is the most priority thing. Not borrowing money, what is right, what is wrong. After choosing what is important, cross out other option. So okay, out of these three four choices, what she feels is important, she has to choose, and just cross other options, whatever other options she feel. Now step 7, finally take the decision. Okay, I need to go for this, so that you need to find out in step number 7. Step number 7, make the decision. Amy decided to wait in order to save some more money for phone, and that is what is the right decision she has taken. So this is how we have seen the process of decision making. It was a very simple decision. We have actually gone through one example, and within that 7 step we have come to the conclusion, and you might be agree with me that she has taken the right decision. And that's how actually we can make the process of decision making easy, and we can come to the conclusion wherein our choice, our decision is the best decision. So this is how we can simplify the process of decision making. So this much for this presentation. Thank you very much.